Yo, what up people? It's your buddy Philko here reporting live from your mama's house. Doing my thing as I usually do. And I just got a DM, because you know, it goes down in a DM. Well, this wasn't one of those kind of DMs. This was a DM from a dude, pause, no homo, no that stuff. But it was a DM from a guy who sent me a link to an Instagram page called Pro-Black Teachings. And on this page, you know, they have a lot of posts, you know, pro-black things, obviously. And one thing they posted was this. I'm sure you've all seen it before. And I actually made a video about this before and I gotta make it again. But I don't want to read this crap word for word, but long story short, they're like synopsis. It's easy to forget that bigotry is not exclusively American. On Tuesday, whatever day, whatever year, this was a while ago actually, Anastasia from Russia, St. Petersburg, decided to post this during an American costume party and she thought it was funny. She deleted it after people got on her. Damage has already been done, blah, 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 alright? So basically they're just complaining that that picture expresses racism to the world. Expresses racism that is, that people have around the world. It's not exclusively American. But basically that picture just shows how racist these Russian people are because they find it entertaining that a black man is being hung. So let me tell you guys something. I've lived here for a long time. A long time for me. Maybe not for most people living somewhere for almost 4 years isn't a long time. That's a long ass fucking time, me in Russia. Almost 4 years, that's a long time. If I add up all the times in my visas, it was 3 years. But I wasn't even here that whole time. But still, alright, whatever. Almost 4 years. And what gets to me is a lot of things here can be taken as racist. And we're going to get to all those things. We're going to get to all the things that can be taken as racist. I gotta tell you to relax, calm down, because 80 to 90% of the time is not what you think. Out here in Russia, you can't really listen to what people say. You gotta pay attention to their behavior. And I got real good at understanding people's behaviors out here. You know what I mean? Real good at it. Girls and guys. Only thing I don't know is when a person, like a girl, really, really likes me. That's the one thing I can never figure out. But when it comes to something that could be a problem, I always know instantly. Instantly. And there's nothing I can do about it because the way I react to it, it's just I react like I'm fucking, like I want to kill this person. Like it's just how it is. It's very rare. It's seldom. And any issue I ever, because I've never been in a fight or something, but Andre could vouch for it because he's always there. Any little issue I ever got into with anybody, they approached me. I didn't say anything to them. I didn't look at them. I don't give a fuck about them. They approached me every time. So, or they were in Andre's face. That was one time. And no, actually, he approached me first. Then he started bothering Andre. Then that's when I got mad. So basically, any situation, the person always approaches me first. I don't give a fuck what anybody's doing. I keep to myself and my people. That's what I do. You do what you do out there. I don't interfere with you. But any problem, somebody come to me. So these are things that can be taken as racist in Russia, and typically they're not racist, all right? The N-word, the word nigger or nigger, any of them. There's a Russian word that sounds like nigger in English, but it's like nigger. I don't know how to pronounce it. But it's explained very well in this movie, Brat Dva. It's called Brother 2 in Russian. He explains it so well. They learn in school, Asians are from Asia, whatever are from whatever, and niggas are from Africa. And we don't mean any offense by it. Like, that's what he's saying in the movie. Like, if that's what they learn, that's what they learn, especially in their language. Like, I can't see myself telling someone not to say something in their language. How can I say don't say that? I mean, when it comes to in America, of course I can say that's not a good idea. But it's in their country and it's their language. How can I say don't say that? So it's constant that I'm talking to somebody and everything's offensive to people who try to be politically correct. And political correctness, at least the American style, is not for Russia. When Russians try to be politically correct, they sound and look stupid. It's like, what are you doing? Like, I could be somewhere and we could be talking about people, whatever. Like, yeah, we had one girl, she was a black girl. Is it okay? Does it bother you that I say black? And I'm like, it's alright. You know, it's like, Jesus, just relax. And then they try to do things to be nice, which leads them to doing stupider things. It's not even their fault. It's because they're trying to be nice. It's not a Russian thing to be nice. It's not. Cut it out. In Russia, I just like people being respectful. That's it. You know what I mean? Black is not a slur. You know, it's something that may offend some people who are oversensitive. But you just say black and no offense, whatever, and keep moving. But when everybody who says black to me has to ask me if it's okay and how can I call you without offending you, it's like, Jesus fucking Christ, black was great, just relax. You know what I mean? This is Russia. Whatever you choose to say, say it. This is Russia. I'm not going to bring my American sensitivity here. You know, I don't like when people try to be sensitive to me. That shit pisses me off because I don't give a shit what you call me because I'm still me the next day. Whatever you call me like that is good for you. It's all about the person and what they mean when they're saying it. That's what matters. Because you can hear people straight up and down saying things like, especially girls, especially when they don't speak English that well, they'll be like, oh, niggers are the coolest. I love niggers. And I'm like, oh, I feel you. I feel you. I love them too. You know, but I know what she means. I'm not going to hit her because she said the fucking N-word. You know, it depends on the person and how they say it. You gotta learn to read people. That's extremely important out here. Because if you don't know how to read people, you're going to end up fighting the wrong person like an asshole. So yeah, that word. It may anger you or something, but if you come out here, just trust me, it's normal. But in America, that's different. Somebody say that shit in America, you need to stop and be like, yo, you do whatever you do. That's what you do in America. What I would advise, if you hear a Russian person speaking Russian in America, they say the word nigger in their speech, it's like, not a good idea here to say that word. Ne skazi nigger в America, это плохо. To say something like that and they won't say it because you know that can get them hurt in America. You just don't want to do that. Moving on. Same thing with homosexual slurs. You can't say those either in public because that could get you hurt too, depending on where you are. So that's that one. Another thing that can be considered racist. They tell a lot of skin color jokes. Everybody that I get close to tells skin color jokes. Typically, the less English they speak, the more skin color jokes they tell. So what I mean by that, if I'm somewhere hanging out with people and the lights cut off, the first thing I want to say is, where's Philko? Where's Philko? And everyone's going to laugh. It doesn't mean they're being racist. Russian people look at things more from a raw point of view. A raw point of view. So I'm the darkest, everyone else is white. When the lights go off, of course you can't see me. If we go out in the fucking snow, we're laying down, only person you can see is me. And I can crack the joke where y'all white people at. You know, and that's what we do. And no one takes offense to it. And it's fucked up because like, I enjoy being around people who don't worry about offending me. Because if you're my friend, odds are you're not going to offend me. It's extremely unlikely because you're cool. I know what you mean. Maybe you don't know how to say it properly. But you know, if you're, because there's a difference between people I'm friends with and then there's people I'm friends with because of other people. So if I hang out with this guy because my friend likes this dude, that's different. But if I call you over my house, just me and you, or we go out and hang out, just me and you or something, we ever do that, you're cool. Don't worry about it. I understand what you mean, you know? So skin color jokes are common. They're very common. Doesn't mean anything bad. Same thing with we can only see your teeth and eyes. It's like I say, the girls say give me these jokes. Girls crack these jokes on me who do the craziest stuff with me. So I know they're not racist, you understand? And the same dudes who invite me to parties, we hang out and introduce me to their girls, that's how you know you met cool Russian dudes. When they bring you somewhere and they say, we're going to introduce you to some of our cool girls that we know. Those are the cool Russian dudes. Because they don't get that, interracial dating feeling. Because even some people I'm friends with, they're kind of iffy about interracial dating. And I've read into this numerous times. Even in Ukraine with my lawyer homie and his wife. I think it was more or less his wife. It wasn't really him, but she didn't seem to like interracial dating too much. You know what I mean? But if they do that, they're definitely cool dudes. You know what I mean? What else can be seen as racist out here? It's really just the N-word and skin jokes. I don't know what else. Well, a lot of people in Russia, and it's the same in America too, but it's different when it's coming from someone who's white. But a lot of people in Russia have a negative view on most things in Africa. But it's the same thing in America though, but only difference is like, there's not many black people here, so most of the people say those things are white, so it looks different. But it's the same thing in America. You know, whenever comedians or whatever they talk about Africa, you show Africa on TV, it's usually something negative. So that's not just that's not purely a Russian thing at all. You know, America, we do the same exact shit. Only difference is there's more black people in America, so you can hear black people saying these things, and it's normal, but there's no black people out here. So everyone's saying it's basically white. So yeah, there's a bad view on Africa. How do I know this? I spoke about this before. I've had speaking clubs in which we pick a country or a continent. Well, we usually do Africa as a country because even though it's a continent, I know. But you know, we usually don't know much about it. So it's like Africa, Russia, America, Britain. We usually do things like that. And sometimes we play the stereotype game. It's called Let's Be Racist. And there's different ways to play it, but sometimes we do the stereotype game. Whenever I do stereotypes in Africa, woo, the things they give me is like, but it would be the same exact shit if you were in America. Only difference is as a black person hearing it here, you're likely to be more sensitive to it. Even if you've never been to Africa a day in your life, you're likely to be more sensitive to it because you just see them as talking about black people. You feel me? So, yeah, it's funny because when I ask about negative stereotypes about black Americans, they don't have that many. And I'm like, where you been? There's a billion negative stereotypes. There's probably more negative stereotypes about black Americans in America than Africans on American stereotype standards. I honestly think so. There's a million billion. You know what I mean? So the fact that they can't really think of many out here is funny. They can usually only think of good things. And that could just be because I'm a black American, they don't want to offend me. Yeah, that's a possibility, but I always tell them, you're not going to offend me, you know? So maybe I'll never really know because I'm a black American myself. So maybe they won't say it. Let's see what else. I guess that's really it, guys. These videos can't last more than 17 minutes, and I don't know why I don't time it, but I don't think it's been 17 minutes. I can check. Let me check real quick. See how long this has been going. 11 minutes. All right, about 5 minutes left. I'm not wearing any underwear right now under my LeBron. Pause. And last thing I just want to say, back to the picture we just saw. You gotta be inside the bubble to have a real understanding. And I try to explain this to people because if I were in America and I saw this picture, I would think the same exact thing. That they were just hateful, evil, heartless people. I would think the same shit. But I'm here. People who usually feel this kind of way don't show their fucking faces. And I know this better than anybody. Out of all the years I've been here, except for in Ukraine, out of all the years I've been here, I've never had one person actually show their fucking face, make a video or a post with racist shit showing their face. Not one time. Anyone was secret account or something. Just never showed their fucking face. Never. Never made a video saying, I don't like you because you're black. And no one in Russia's ever done that. I've been waiting. It's never happened. They don't show their face when they do those things. You understand? Russia's not this big racist country like people think. Of course there's haters here and there, but things have really calmed down a lot in the past 5 years. You know what I mean? A lot. It was more aggressive when I first got here. When I first visited 5 years, was it 5 years ago? It would be 4.5 years ago is when I very first visited Russia, the very first time. It was way more, I don't say way more, but it was more aggressive back then. For some reason every year it just gets a little better. I still can't figure out why. It just does. Or maybe it looks like it's getting better to me because every year I know more people and I can do more things. Maybe it could be that too. I don't know. You know what I mean? So, but out of all the years I've been here, I've never really, except for that one time they tried to deport me, I never really had to use any resources. Not once. Not once. You know, money talks a lot in Russia, and I'm ready to scream if somebody acts stupid. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. I'm the kind of person who I never bother anybody. I never mess with anybody. I like keeping to myself and my friends, you know, but I know there's eyes on me and people talking shit, which I don't care about. But as long as they do that at a distance or keep it on the internet, I don't care. You know, just keep it out of my face. And like I always said, if Russia was so bad, I wouldn't still be here. Why would I still be here if it was so bad? You know, people know I'm here. Have 50,000 followers on fucking the Russian Facebook called Vkontakte. And the YouTube got 180,000 followers. People know I'm here. It's no secret. I show them where I live. If it was that bad, would I still be here? Would I have lasted this long? If I get my ass kicked today, the day I walk out the house, that ass kicking is long overdue. My plan is dying. Fuck. That ass kicking is long overdue. But I'm gonna get them back. But that ass kicking is long overdue. I've been here too long to not have one scratch. So it's not as bad as people think or as outsiders make it look. You feel me? And I'm out, people. Later.